Okay, it'll only be me that's visible anyway, I think. Right, let's get going. We're just going to stretch up and then reach down, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Oh, I hope you're not too stiff after this, Alison, because it's been a couple of weeks, but you should be all right.
It's been a couple of weeks and I've got, well, dodgy knees. I fell flat in my face.
We'll take it easy tonight and just see how you go. Do a chest.
I'll see how I go. I'll just
play it by ear. It's not, honestly, it's not as tough tonight. Promise. Squats to overhead. It's slightly different. What I've done is I've gone back to old school Tabata, which is 20 seconds and 10 seconds rest, but we're doing 7.5 Tabatas. So there's 2 workouts per Tabata. So it works out, you do 4, and we'll do some lunges. How are these for the knees? You okay?
Yeah, they're all right so far.
Okay, cool. Well, so I'll give you options for everything, so that we can muck about with things and see how you get on. So like each session will have, the first set has got mountain climbers, which you can do standing up ones, or you can go down, and it's a press up, which you can do off your knee or off the wall. So whichever you want to do. And we'll just get started and see how it goes. There's 60 exercises in this class. Sounds a lot, but it's not too bad, honest. Right, let's go. Start 5 seconds. So the first is a press up on the ground, off your knees like that, or a full press up. 20 seconds. Let's go. You can do them off the wall, or off the ground, or off your knees, whichever option works best. But remember, we've got 4 sets of these in the next 4 minutes. This is working your chest muscles and your triceps. Okay, into mountain climbers or standing up jump. Oh, we do these in 10 seconds, sorry. So we've got mountain climbers or standing up high knees. So 30 seconds. So move fast. And then we're back up doing the press ups after this. We've got 4 sets of each of these in set 1. Go back to press ups. So if it gets too much to do it off a full or off a half, you can change to a stand up one. Let's go. Effort on the way up, breathe out, recover on the way down. There's much more recovery, but there's a lot of work. 20 seconds hard. So back to mountain climbers. Let's go. Recover back to press ups. So it's easier, this style, because they're shorter. You get slightly more recovery. Let's go. Gets too much, drop to the knees. Just keep going if you can. Or do standing up once. Tough. Back to mountain climbers. The next set we need the weights. The mountain climbers. Working your core. Keep driving. Okay, last set of the 2. Back to press ups or standing up press ups, off the knee press ups. Do one more. And last set of mountain climbers. So after this, we're going to grab our weights. I'm going to do shoulder press, curl and press, or bent over row. Last set of mountain climbers. Right, that's one Tabata done. Another 7 to go, 6 to go, 6.5. Right, shoulder press. So you can do curl and press like we normally do, or just do a shoulder press. Just keep it in that position, whichever you want. It's probably easier to do the curl and press because at least you're getting a bit of recovery. Okay, we're going to bend over rows. So fold from the hip and same arm. And then, so your back's nice and flat, not curvy. And then we're going to lift the weight up. Recover nice and slowly on the way down. Nice flat back. We're going to switch hands. We're going to go right hand. So curl, left hand or right hand, whichever the opposite one is. Curl and press or shoulder press. If you want to add the curl, that's fine. It gives you a bit of relief on the shoulder. And after this, we're doing a left arm bend over row. Pushing up. So left arm bend over row. So relax the knees, fold from the hips, come down to about 30-degree angle to the floor, and then keep the elbow tucked in so the lat muscle at the back's getting used. And just bring that weight up nice and slowly and recover nice and slowly on the way down. So after this, we do the back to the right hand and we do the 4 again. Go back to right hand, curl and press, or just a straight shoulder press. And the curl gives you relief, so it might be wise to go to the curl. So curl, and then drive the weight up, back down, control it back down, and drive the weight up. Control it all the way back down. When you're pushing your shoulder press, breathe out. So back to bent over row. So relax the knees again, fold from the hips, and then we're bringing that weight up a bit close to us. So you breathe out when you're pulling up and recover on the way back down. Switch hands, so we're going curl and press on this side. The left hand side, well, whichever side is the opposite side. Curl and drag the weight up. Core is engaged, chest is proud. Keep that hand so it's going up in line with the body, so it's striking around the back of your ear when it goes up. Bend over row. This is the last one for this set, so just fall over to 90 degrees or 30 degrees, sorry. The next set is squats, squat jumps and squat jacks. If it's too much to do them, just do them as normal squats without jumping. And if it's too much to continue with the squats, switch the second set to forward lunges. So if the squat jumps are too much, just go into do a straight alternate leg forward lunge like that, or do the squat jumps. So squat jumps are the first set. We could just do a normal squat, but we're going to do that in the next one anyway. So you do a lunge or a squat, it doesn't matter. It does the same thing. We're going to do some reverse lunges later. That's going into squat jacks, which are bounce down, bounce down. So that's the alternate. Or you could do a lunge on that one if you prefer. Or just do a normal squat if you did a lunge on the first set. It's all very complicated tonight. So just bounce down. So we're just going to repeat these three more times. So back to squat jumps. This is set 3. So jump or a lunge or just a normal squat. These explosive ones, great for running. Building strength, building power. Squat jacks or lunge or squat. Whew. Heart rate's up. Oh. So it looks a bit more, it's a different sort of session because we're working the same areas for slightly longer, which makes it a wee bit challenging, but they're also shorter sessions. You get more recovery time. Back to the squat jumps or squats or lunges. Whew. And you can switch any time. You don't have to do the one you start with. Anything that works. The glutes, hamstrings and quads, which is what we're doing just now. If you have a full tabata of squat jumps, it becomes really tough. So back to the jacks. Okay. All of these look really easy when you do them isolated, but they become really difficult when you mix them all up, the way we're doing. Well done. Squat jumps, lunges. Hope that knee's okay. Hold up. Yeah, rhythm going. Well done. Squat jacks, last set. For some reason, the 10 seconds. Let's go. You do lunges or a normal squat.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant, well done. Third set on the ground. We are doing a glute bridge chest press. So start with weight in the left hand, drive that weight up, chest press. Left-handed. This is a bit easier. Can't sit up. It goes down, or it goes on the tummy, whichever you want. We're going to push the bridge up and we're going to march. So just march it out. Feet come up alternately. Keep the bridge up if you can. If you need to recover, just let your bottom go back down to the floor and then come back into it. Or take the weight off if you've got the weight on and you can't get the bridge up high enough, take the load off. Press the other arm. It's right arm. You drive it up in line with your chest and then back down. Recover it nice and slowly. You're working the muscles on the way back down as well as the way up. And breathe out on the way up. And then recover on the way down. The weight goes back in the tummy or not. If you don't want to use the weight, that's fine. We're going to drive those hips up again and march. Working your bottom. Just clench the glutes at the top, and then alternate leg marching. Bring the knees up. Focus on the nice high back and the strength of using your glutes to keep your bottom nice and high. You can feel it in the lower spine as well a bit as well. So back to left arm, straight push up. Whew. Up. Recover on the way down. Breathe out on the way up, and then recover on the way down. So way out. Go back to the marching glute bridge. If the weight's too much, we'll just take it off. And if the march becomes too much, just go to the normal glute bridge you do, rising up, holding for a couple of seconds, and then come back down. Whichever version you want to do. Normal glute bridge. Oh, my weight's slipping off my big tummy. All versions are good. So this is working your glutes, works your hamstrings. Hands, back to the right hand or left hand. The one that's not worked, so this is the last set of chest press. Just drive the weight up, cover it nice and slowly. Drive it up, cover slow. And then weight onto the tummy for the last set of marching glute bridges. So the next set, Alison, has got weight up and then just march it out. The next set's got frog jumps, which might not be very good for your knee going forward with energy. So you might want to do a reverse lunge to high knee instead, and just go alternate sides, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, as an alternate. And Alison, and then Leslie, if you want to do that with a skip, you can do that, but I'm going to do frog jumps and then add in the reverse lunge after. So I'm going to sprint forward and back. So I'm back. So the next set is reverse lunge to high knee with a skip on the right hand side. Reverse lunge to high knee with a skip, or just reverse lunge to high knee. So get into position and we'll go up, right leg. Just stay on that right leg. If the skip gets too much, just ditch it. Jumps. So remember to use your weight, arms to push forward. Or you can do the reverse lunge, high knee without a skip. Let's go back to where you started. Again, these are explosive and really good for the power in running. Reverse lunge, high knee, right hand side. Left hand side, is it? Left hand side. Okay. If you can, don't worry. We're back to frog jumps. So check the arm. Yeah. Brilliant, right leg. Yep. Oops, right leg and the hop. Breathing. Last set, frog jumps. I got this right. Yep, I think so. And back. Reverse one, the last leg. Hop. Look at backs. Now we're going to do a choice of scissors or hold. So scissors or bike, whichever you want. Scissors is to start and bike is pedaling it out. Whichever you feel more comfortable doing, that's the choice. And the next is hold or lift. So the second option is just go up and hold, or come right up and then recover back down. If that becomes too much, just take a rest and then come back into it. So hold or lift, or just rest and recover. Got 4 sets of these, so scissors or bike, and then lift or hold, whichever you want. Scissors. Let's go. Breathe out as much as you can. Support your lower back with your hands if you need to. Just kick out. If you need to come down, recover, take a few seconds out. Don't worry about it. Don't put yourself under undue stress. And then just come down and come back into it. So now we've got hold or a straight leg lift. Or if that's too much, just do a bug, which is the other alternative. You know, the one where we go opposite arm, opposite leg. So up and hold. Or do bug, bike, leg lifts. Anything like that would be good. Or a straight in and out. Where you pull your legs in like that and come out like that. You can do any option. Going back to scissors. We're halfway there. You flutter kick or a bicycle or a bug. Ten seconds recovery and then hold or bike or bug. And hold. You need to recover, just do it. The higher you lift your feet, the easier it is, because you take the load away from the extreme point that you're at when you're in this position, when you're close to the ground. So if you lift your legs up, it's slightly easier. On the home run, scissors.
So back to hold. So we're going a side plank. You can do it as a side crunch, or as a plank off the knee, or a plank off the plank off. So just up and hold. So they're the three options. A side crunch standing up with your knees going down to your elbows wide of the body on the right hand side and the left hand side. But we're going to do 8 side planks to start with, off the knee or off a full side plank or off a crunch. And then we're doing 4 planks to finish with. That's just, sounds like torture, doesn't it? So side plank, you can do off the knee like that, or you can do a full side, whichever works, or you can do a standing up crunch, and it doesn't matter which one you choose. They all work the obliques. You've got a choice now. You could stay on one side and do 4 sets on one side, and then switch to the other side, or you could do alternates, which is what I'm going to do. Just go to the other side now and do my left hand obliques or my right hand obliques, whichever they are, this side. So you can do a standing crunch on the other side, or off the knee, or off the ankle, whichever works. Well done. And then switch again, or stay on the same side if you want. This is number 2. Got 3 more sets of these. Or 6, depending on how you count. Which is just a minute on each side, which isn't too bad, broken up into 3 wee segments. You can put your hand up, you can curl through, you can do leg lifts. Okay, other side. And if you're bored of doing the side crunches, if you're doing side crunches, you go down and do a straight leg lift as an straight leg lift as an alternate as well. On the side. That would be just going up and down. Cool. Back to the start, back to the other side. You can do crunch, leg lift, just a straight leg lift like that on this side, or the side plank. Whew. Doing well. Back to the other side. Last 3 to do, and then 4 planks and we're done. 4 20-second planks. If I've counted right, I think I have. Right side and then left side. And the whole run. Last 2 minutes. Sides. Nice and strong in the hold. Breathe nice and easily. Recover. Be relaxed. And just be strong. Hold strong. It's times like this I notice how much hair my dog is shedding. Right, I'm going to go to plank. I'm just going to switch that thing off. So we're going to a straightforward plank, and I'm bang on with timing. So nice and relaxed, feet up. You can do it off the knees as well, remember. Go down to the knees if you need to recover, or hold a full plank position. So either off the knees or off a full plank. And breathe. One down. Twenty seconds, and we're two down. So we've already worked the core really hard with the previous exercise. It's weakened, so these become tough. We're doing well. Two left. So Leslie, if you're feeling strong, you can hold it all the way to the end
Maybe.
now. Just rest and recover. And then go back into it. Last 20 seconds and we're finished. Done really well.
Aye.
Well done. Well done. Go into child's pose, just with your bottom on your ankle, on your, what they call it, on your heels. And stretch out in front, stretch out the lats. Bring the head down. Feel the stretch in your back. And then your lower spine. It feels good. That was probably a bit much, Alison, asking you back and then making you do all that.
Oh, look. I took lots of your other options.
Oh, good. That's the whole point of it, is to take the options. Right, push the hands behind the back, roll the shoulders down and look up. You'll stretch across the chest, further you push your hands back. Better. The other options are all good because they all work the same areas. It was reasonably tough. It was quite tough. Ankle on the floor and extend out straight, so we're stretching the calf muscles. There was a lot in it. Switch sides. Yesterday I thought I had COVID, but I don't, so. I had a sort of man COVID, I think. Feeling sorry. Bring the quads up. But I've tested myself every day this week and I've been fine, so I was really glad. I'm away next week on holiday, so I'm not around next week, but I'll be back a week after. And then switch to the other side. I don't know if you looked at any of the Friday sessions, Alison, because they've become quite brief.
I've not done them all, but I've done a number, believe it or not.
They're quite,
Just at a slightly more sociable hour.
yes. Switch sides and put the weight on the thing, we'll get hamstring stretch. And that'll do us, I think. And then the last one on the other side. Oh, and that'll do. Thanks very much.
Thank you, John. Thank you. Oh, I can feel good about myself again.
Exactly. It makes you feel great when you get it done, doesn't it?
Oh.
Sweat is running off me. I thought that was going to be a bit easier, but it wasn't easy at all.
It wasn't easy. You just realise how sore you're getting partway through.